No offside.
No Offside Podcast is proud to partner with Lightning Rod Energy. Improve your performance, enhance your focus, sustain energy. What are you waiting for? Use code Offsides when you order online for a 10% discount. 43 Degree Sports. Join the revolution for clean gear. This bag kills bacteria and dries your gear. Don't be the smelly team in anymore. Use code No Offsides Podcast for free shipping. Chupacabra Sports. Order custom uniforms and team gear. Get all branding and logo design services from Chupacabra Sports. Buy 11 uniforms, get the 12th free when you mention No Offsides Podcast. Welcome to No Offsides Podcast. If you're new to watching or listening, I'm Dan Dean. Today's guest is a character on and off the rink. If you look at his social media page, he creates videos on what he does on a daily basis being a pro in the League Elite, and the cameras enjoy capturing his reactions. He was named to the All Star team this season, playing in France for the Epernay Bombardiers. Please welcome Marvin Simmons. How you doing, man?
Good. Thanks for having me, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Great intro.
No, I mean,
great intro.
I mean, I caught wind of you before, like, your social media page popped up on me, and I was watching some of the videos. I was like, man, this guy is interesting. And I was like, this guy's a character. I gotta have him on, right? I mean, it seems like all the news outlets and people who do like some sort of interviews always come to you and ask you a ton of questions because what you give is gold essentially, right? For media.
I mean, I try, that's for sure. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm just myself, I guess. I don't try and act too cool. I don't try and hold back from what I think. I mean, if you think, you might as well say it. So I don't know. I guess that's just kind of my style. I don't know. I've always kind of been a fan of the camera, been a fan of like getting interviewed and kind of throwing my opinion out there. Probably it helps that a lot of people laugh at it, and that kind of makes me enjoy it a little bit more too. So yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and then I was like, you reached out to me. I don't know. It was like kind of like a little awkward, and then you kind of like messaged the podcast Instagram, and then next thing I saw you were on Roller Dad News, and I was like, damn, they beat me to it. And then you're like, hey, I'll come and join you. I was like, sweet.
Yeah, I'll join I'll join a podcast. Yeah, no problem. Anything to grow the game of roller, I'm in for. That's for sure.
For sure. So, I mean, let's talk about like you early childhood. I mean, was it like roller hockey off the bat, or was it ice hockey into roller?
I mean, I like to say in roots, I would say roller because I mean, we're from Phoenix. We didn't grow up with a pond. We grew up with a slab of concrete and 100-degree heat in the backyard. So that's how I mean, the biggest story of how I got into hockey is my parents met at a minor league hockey game. That's how my dad met my mom. And so then when I was about 4 or 5, my dad was like, "Hey, let's get him into hockey. We love it. So let's try and see if he'll like it." And he got me a stick and like a pair of like quads when I was a little kid, and I just remember going in the backyard and being like, "This is awesome." And then got on the ice, and then I didn't start playing organized roller hockey till I was about 6 or 7 at the Castle Sports Club is where I started. I was like 6. So I started ice at like 5, 6, and then probably 7, 8 actually is probably when I started playing like full-time roller hockey. And then my parents, unfortunately got divorced. And when I was like 13, and I remember my dad knew that he like was smart enough to know that if he lived closer to a roller rink, I'd live with him. So he bought a house like directly behind the Castle Sports Club, like a genius. And yeah, I just kind of fell in love with the sport at around 12, 13, 14. Fell in love with roller. And honestly, I just played ice just because it was something to do. Honest to God, like I was fortunate enough my family could like may have the means to be able to afford and be able to take me to practice and things like that. But I just always was glued to roller. I just like loved the culture. I loved like the older guys. I just loved the atmosphere, how it's like the ultimate like mixture of like chill and competitiveness all in one. And then you go to these huge tournaments, and it's basically I mean, when you're in your 20s, like it's basically just a giant party when you're playing competitive roller hockey.
For
So
sure.
I always kind of fell in love with that part of it, and just being around the boys and just doing just doing fun stuff with your friends, going on long road trips and things like that. So that's what kind of drew me into it. But yeah, I guess I would say I was a roller kid growing up, but I definitely played my fair share of ice. But roller has always been my passion, that's for sure.
Well, I know I saw a lot about like you playing kind of ice hockey up in Canada for a while.
Yeah, yeah, I did. I played junior there for one season, and then I broke my femur like a month into the second year.
Oh
So
dang.
then I stopped playing, and then ever since then, I've just been full time roller. I'm just pretty much
Nice.
only doing roller.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. I was going to ask you if, like, because of the injury, is that the full transition to roller, which you just answered? And then, I mean, you're Arizona, so I'm sure you're going, as you're growing up, you're going a lot of like the Narch tournaments and maybe even like the AAU tournaments at the time when you're younger in
Oh yeah,
California.
definitely at Junior Olympics, AAU, WeHa, like you name it, we played it all. That's for sure. I played Excalibur, Outcast,
Okay.
Dragons. We played it all, man. That's for sure. Yeah, it was. I mean, it's just far enough to where it's a hassle, but it's
Yeah,
close enough to where you're like, all right, we'll drive back to back weekends, to go out there. So
sure. I mean, and Arizona's kind of a sneaky place for roller hockey too, because there's a hub there. And as we were talking about beforehand, is that like the roller hockey scene is kind of stunted by the amount of rinks that are kind of no longer there. I mean, but I mean, you got Arizona State. I mean, they're drawing, and there's still good home base there. Would you agree that for roller hockey?
yeah, like you said, the sport in Arizona is growing. We just don't have the We just don't have the facilities to continue it. I mean, our Zona Cup is great. I mean, we have. I mean, I I mean, I really hope it comes to fruition, but like we have some kids in Phoenix that can fucking play.
Yeah.
Like we have some kids at a younger age that are for sure going to be better than me and Alex and Tommy. Like they're going to for sure be better than us at roller hockey. And it just thinks we only have one rink, but hopefully with them wanting more, parents getting involved, things like that, we can find our way to either build a second rink onto our facility or build it on
Sure.
another area of town. But yeah, I mean, I truly think that it's like you said, it's stunted, but there is a possibility for growth. And Arizona, just like you said, we have some talent. Like, I mean, I'm probably one of the worst or like more talented guys for sure from Arizona, but like we've had guys like Danny Marvin was such a great player when he was younger, and then we have like guys like Alex Dote who like were huge staples in like the
Sure.
college roller scene and at ASU, and then you have like Alex McDonald who like in my opinion is like one of the more underrated pro guys, and he's one of my best. I mean, I'm biased. He's one of my best friends, but he's by far the most underrated pro guy in my opinion. Um, I mean, Tommy Toohey, Tanner Toohey, guys like
Hmm.
that. Like we have a lot of good guys. But like you said, it's stunted. I mean, who knows how many more we would have had if we would have
Sure.
had more rinks,
For
right?
sure.
You never know. So
Yeah, I mean, talk about the college scene. I mean, Arizona State, they're usually very competitive in their in the scene, especially in what is now the D1 scene because it's got shuffled and stuff like that. I mean, they're battling it out there with GCU and stuff like that. So, I
yeah,
mean, it's there. Like I said, there is good hockey players and there's good hockey out in Arizona. It's just when you think about roller hockey, Arizona might just be overlooked just because of you know where it's located.
yeah, where it's located and just like per player per capita. I mean,
Yeah,
California has 6 times the players we do.
yeah,
You know what I
and
mean? Like,
yeah,
and
that.
6 times the talent.
Well, like I said, you have the Northeast, which is it's the 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 pretty much the mecca, and then you have now that's kind of probably taken. I don't wouldn't say taking a step back, but I feel like when you think about roller hockey, you either think about Northeast or you think about California, and those two are the clash, and then of course you get usually Palma versus Black Ice, which is just that's the two sides fighting each other.
100%. Yeah.
Right.
The Civil War of roller hockey.
Yeah. But I mean, so take me through. I mean, you're sitting there, you're playing roller hockey, you're playing in Arizona. When does the call and how does the call come through to go play pro in France?
I I never got the call. I made it myself.
Okay.
I messaged every single team in the first and second league in France. I messaged every single one of them. I was like, "Hey, I'm looking to play. Like, please, like, I'll do like, blah blah blah." And Alex McDonald played out here for a bit. He played in Epernay when he was like 18, 19. And we were at the bar, and I was like, "Hey, man," I messaged Epernay like, "If you can throw in a word for me." He's like, "Dude, I'll get that done tomorrow." I was like, "Okay." And the coach is like, "Hey, we'll have you out here on like a tryout based thing for the first like 3 months." I was like, "Okay." And then he's like, "Do you think you can talk Alex into coming?" And I was like, "I bet you I could." And then I just was like, "Matt, come on. This could be like this could be our last time playing. Like, come on, come on." And he's like, "All right, I guess we'll do it." So we played second league here in Epernay
Okay.
and won it, fortunately. And then, yeah, I just messaged every team, had a couple teams tell me, no, we're looking for better players. And I was like, for sure. And then the couple teams were like, hey, we're unable to pay. We don't have any money. I was like, understood. Like, I got to get paid a little bit.
Sure.
I mean, if you're playing out here for money, you're a fucking idiot because you're not going to make a lot.
Yeah,
Let's just
yeah, yeah.
be 100% honest. You're an idiot. And nobody plays roller hockey for money. Let's be honest. Nobody in Palma Pro is like getting paid to play on their team that I know of. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Or at least enough to suffice saying you're a professional.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, no, I just messaged them, and Epernay was just like one of the teams. I was like, yeah, we'd love to have you. We're actually looking for guys. Funny you messaged us, so I guess it just right place, right time, kind of fell into their lap. And then me and the coach ended up really liking each other, and 4 years later, I'm still here, still kicking it.
There you go.
Somehow they let me back.
Now, I mean, so for the viewers and listeners, I mean, how does pro roller hockey in the League Elite work out? Is there a relegation system? Is there like
Yep.
okay.
So it's 10 teams in League Elite. I believe there's 16 in the second league, and then it doubles in third league, and then doubles again in fourth
Gotcha.
league. So they do it pretty well.
Yeah.
So if you are dead last in the League Elite, you automatically get sent down to second league. If you win the second league, you automatically go up to the first league.
Gotcha.
If you finish runner up in the second league and finish second to last in the first league, you play each other in a
sick.
do or die playoff game to see who stays and who goes.
Is it just one game?
Which is just one game. It's just one game. And it's if you're the League Elite team, you kind of get sewered because you have to wait for all playoffs to be over. So you have to sit there for like a month and a half and wait. And then the second league team is fresh off, also not fresh, I guess, but beat up from playing in 2-3 game series,
Sure.
and then having to play a League Elite team to see if they could stay in League Elite or they get sent back home. So it's it's kind of cool,
Yeah.
how the way they do it. And then League Elite is best 2 out of 3 for quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. Coupe de France is do or die, one game elimination, which is through every single team from fourth league all the way to first league.
Okay.
And then you only play on Saturdays. You just play Saturday nights. You don't play any other time.
Oh, okay.
You only play Saturdays. That's it. And you only play one game a week.
One game a week.
One game a week. You prepare
Okay.
the whole week for this thing. I wish there was more, but I mean, guys on our team have freaking jobs.
Yeah,
Like we have guys that like pluck grapes on the vineyard. We have guys that are construction workers. We got engineers.
Okay.
Like God knows what our goalie does. He's the man though. But yeah, I still don't understand what he does for a living. But whatever. But yeah, and then we also have the Namibians on our team, which we got to talk about them.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
sure. Those guys are something else. They look like they're straight out of a garage band, dude.
Okay.
Like I've never met anything like these guys. All they want to do is play roller and just like they're just a bunch of hippies, dude. And like
Nice.
I think they're the coolest dudes ever. And they're super young. So like having them on the team with like me and Paul, who are a little bit older, and Maxime Colas and our goalie were all on about 30. So,
Yeah.
and then having them, they're like 22, 23, and they're just so full of life. And like to them, they're like, the way they think about it is like, we're from Africa. Like,
Yeah.
we shouldn't be here. Like,
Exactly.
who
Yeah.
cares if we win or lose? Like, we shouldn't be here. But you go out there, and a lot of guys in the French league and a lot of the Americans, like, the Americans, the French, the Czechs, like they don't take these guys seriously because they're like, dude, they're from Namibia, like whatever. And they go out there and like I thought the same thing when they were practicing with us, like the first couple weeks. I'm like, God, dude, whatever. They're from Namibia, and then they come out and they're just like flying around, like making like high level plays,
Yeah.
like have a great understanding of the game. Like their coaches out there, like credit to some of their coaches and like Baldwin's brother, like Chuck Baldwin,
Yeah.
Eric, like he taught them how to play fucking GR, and
Nice.
it shows, and they know what they're doing. So, and there's a good group of dudes, and they just like emphasize just being a roller dad.
Sure.
They are just roller dads, and it's just the coolest thing in the world, dude. That's for sure.
That's awesome. I see. I didn't even know about the Namibians. Like I knew that their roller scene is kicking off.
You got to get them on this pod. They would do it in a heartbeat, and their accents are hilarious. They speak like 3-4 different languages.
Damn. Okay.
Like there's some interesting cats. Yeah, they're really
Okay.
cool. They live in Germany. They freaking drive 4.5 hours to our practice on Friday, stay for our game, sleep on my pull-out couch, wake up on Sunday, drive home, work all week, and fucking do it all over again.
God damn.
Like they're mutants, dude. They'll do anything to play roller. They will do anything.
I guess when you live the life of not knowing what tomorrow brings, I mean,
They really don't. They live it like that.
yeah,
It's so cool. It's so admirable, really.
that's all. I mean, I'm glad you shared that because, like, people think like it's just Europeans and some Americans that go over and play, European Pro League and stuff like that, and it's not. It's people from all over.
I think there's 5 or 6 Namibians like in the league now.
Oh, damn,
I think
okay.
there's like one on Rattel, one plays on Angers. We have 3 on our team. One of them lives in Ireland, and he also commutes to practice and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy how, and that like the fact that our club treats us this well. Like I can't say a bad thing about this club and about how we're treated out here. So other clubs have their ups and downs, but we really do get taken care of around here, and having them around is a real blessing. That's for sure.
Okay. Now, I can't remember. I think it was when I had Chuck Baldwin on here, like a year ago or so. He was talking about how the country gives teams who do well more money than others. Is that the same thing in France?
Yeah. So it's mostly by city. Like the mayor of the mayor of Epernay has been to like 5 or 6 games. Like she came to when me and Alex won the championship, and she came up to me. She's like, I didn't realize like how good you guys were. Like we thought this was just like a rinky dink like play with the ball, like no like some type of bullshit. And we were like, no, like we play roller hockey. Like we played our whole lives, blah blah blah. She's like, oh, I'm gonna throw you guys a little extra, and then mostly like you get money from the city depending on how well you do and how popular your team is and things like that. Like Rattel has a ton of money, tons of money, but they're the only sport in their town.
Yeah.
Right. So they don't have to like they don't have to share wealth with everybody else. In Epernay, we have rugby, soccer. We're still a tiny town, but like, yeah, so it's for their team. I believe in Spain they do it that way. I'm not 100% sure how the federation does it here in France, but the Olympic Committee like pays for all of the French team and stuff like that. They paid for our All-Star game and like all of our commute and our hotels and our food and everything. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Chuck was right about that with France and Spain. That's for sure.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, so you were just telling me before we got on that you were just finishing up practice, right? You guys practice late, and it's probably about like 10, 11 o'clock near you. I mean, what is for most of the guys? I mean, what's a typical day team wise? Is it like
team?
Yeah, like when it comes to the team, I mean, was there a workout schedule? Is there like a practice schedule?
Workout? No, not really a schedule. Just make sure you stay in shape or you're not going to play kind of thing. There's no like we're in our 20s and 30s. Like we
Sure.
should know how to take care of ourselves. We also do have some 17, 18-year-olds on our team who kind of like ask us older guys questions and things like that. But um as far as team practice, we practice every Wednesday and Friday and then play Saturday. So pretty loose schedule. We have rink time to go by yourself, or on
Sure.
Mondays and Tuesdays you can go skate, work on things. If the goalies want to do like a goalie practice, they'll hit up shooters and do it that way. But yeah, it's very relaxed. I would say most teams practice 2 to 3 times a week out
Okay.
here. So that's like a normal. That's like a normalcy of only practicing 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay.
It's a long season, 9 months. Like that's a long season.
For sure. I mean, 9 months and only playing one game a weekend. A weekend.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, so is there? Because I know some teams will have younger divisions or like run youth leagues and stuff like that. Does does Epernay do stuff where like they want you to come in and do some coaching or anything like that with any younger
Oh,
programs?
for sure. Absolutely, and I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some guys have in their contracts, like a lot of them imports have in their contracts, like they have to coach and that's how they're paid and blah blah blah. Thankfully, Epernay, they just pay us to play, which is awesome. But they've asked us like, hey, would you mind coaching like these kids? And I've coached almost every single practice.
Nice.
I barely miss them just because the kids are great. I mean, it's good for your heart, you know. It's good to like
For sure.
those kids like when you don't show up, they're like, where was Marvin and Paul tonight? Where was Marvin and Alex? I wonder what they were doing.
Yeah.
It's like no, like we just took the night off, but they like look forward to it and like they've never the I mean, I don't want to put this country on blast or anything, but the problem isn't the players. The problem's not the facilities because they have tons of them. The problem's not the teams. The biggest problem is the youth coaching here.
Okay.
And like keeping one kid on keeping one kid on all 50 minutes
Damn.
so that your team could win
Yeah.
is like I didn't get in the guy's face, but I was just like, buddy, like come on, like no one's getting better watching that kid dangle
Yeah.
everybody scoring 15 goals in a game, and
Yeah.
then another kid's sitting on the bench doing fuck all. Like that kid's never getting better,
Yeah.
and that kid has a terrible memory of roller hockey after that. But yeah, coaching here has been a blast. I love it. Yeah, we
Okay.
have a U20 team. We have a U17 and U15 that we collab with, Rattel and Ross. Yeah. So I think you have to have at least 3 youth teams to have a league elite team, or you pay extra.
Oh damn.
So
Okay.
that's a good it's a good incentive. It's a good incentive to make you want to have like more teams and things like more youth teams and things like that. Like next year we'll have a 9 and under team. We have more girls than boys, which is
Nice.
actually
That's
really
awesome.
cool. Yeah, which I'm really excited about. Yeah. I love the girls, they love it. Like it's mostly a lot of the little sisters of players,
Sure.
but they think that being a roller hockey player is cool. So, you know what? More power to them, and I hope they keep thinking that way.
For sure. For sure. Now, I'm also told that France is actually very supportive of just roller skating in general, to where they'll shut down the city and just it's kind of like skate the streets.
Yeah, yeah, they really do. Yeah, a lot of people are. We have a good like we have a speed skating team that practices before us, which is cool with like the giant
Oh,
wheels, and
nice.
they're like wearing they're wearing pretty much like complete like wetsuits. It looks like, you know, but yeah, like roller hockey's like taught in like school and PE and stuff like that, which was very interesting to me because I mean, not that France is a poor country, but they
Sure.
understand like how expensive ice is and stuff like that. So giving kids an alternative, you know, that still play hockey on wheels is pretty cool. But yeah, you've heard correctly. That's for sure. They really do care about their people here, and they try and incorporate as much roller hockey as possible.
Nice, nice. I mean, you imagine what it would be like if the United States did that?
Imagine how good we would be.
I
Like
know, right?
imagine France is decently good, right? Or like they're pretty good. They're
Yeah.
getting better and they have tons of kids playing. If we had like that many kids, you know, and like that structured of like an NTDP kind of thing or like a French team, because they
Yeah.
like kids on our team, I'll be like, hey, where's Wada? He's like one of our 17-year-olds. I'm like, where's Wada? They're like, oh, he's at the U18 French camp. I'm like, they do a camp for that?
Damn.
They're like, yeah, it's like a week long, and they're like have like 25 kids and 19 of them make it and blah blah blah. I'm like, See, if America did that, would be awesome.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it'd be almost impossible um because of ice hockey and things like that. But yeah, our kids like don't. There is no such thing as that here in France either. Either you play ice or you play roller. There's
Huh.
no like. There's not many kids that can do both. I think I know one,
Okay.
and his name's Enzo, and he's pretty good. But yeah, he's like one of the. I'm like, hey, do any of your other friends like play ice and roller? He's like, no, I'm like the only one. I'm like, damn, dude, your parents must freaking love you, huh? Holy cow.
Yeah, I mean, because I was also told that the Mexican Team Mexico, I can't. I was going to say it differently, but it left my mind. Team Mexico does like you can't play for our country unless you make a certain amount of practices or a certain amount of like world games that you are have. There's a requirement that you have to meet in order to play for Team Mexico.
Huh.
So
See, I like that. I
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
it's buy-in, and I get like Team USA is disgusting, and there's so many people you can change in and out, but at the same time, it's kind of like obviously the guys that play for Team USA when they do world skate and stuff like that, they're all bought in and they want to win, but it just to me it's something more to like instead of just being picked because your name's on the list to like actually go earn it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like having a tryout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that would be really cool, I think. I mean, they used to do it that way and it's pretty popular. I mean, I wish they could still do it that way. But yeah, I like that idea by Team Mexico. Yeah, maybe that's for sure. I like that. I like that. That gets my wheels turning for sure.
But I mean, so you travel around every Saturday. You travel around, right? And so, like, what is when you think about rinks that you have to travel to, right? And we're not talking about like fan bases. We're just talking about like facilities. I mean, who's got kind of like all the bells and whistles in their facility that you're like, this is when you look at it, you go, if I'm gonna rank one rink higher than the other, who's the top one in your league?
Well, they all have their nooks and crannies, that's for sure, and they all have their kind of. I mean, Onglet's a beautiful facility down south. They have a really beautiful. They're still that's money. Like everything's clean, bright lights,
Okay,
tall ceilings. Rattel's a really nice one because like they build the rink and like the fan base is really good. Um, the air zone's cool because it's in like an old airplane hangar and there's like graffiti all over the walls, so it
nice.
like looks like a. It's like kind of like gives you like a Hollywood Underground skate park type feel. Who else is a really nice one? Ours isn't too bad. Ours is a shoebox, but at least our floor is nice, you
Yeah.
know. Trying to think of some others that are really nice. Con is a big rink. It's like almost American size, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
But I would say one that's like sticks out the most to me. It's like my favorite to play in and go to is on Glet. I hate that drive because it's like 10 hours to
Oh,
get
damn.
there, but yeah, no, it's a haul. And then of course as soon as the game ends, shower up, get back in the bus. We're
Oh,
going right back home,
shit.
and yeah, that's a tough one. But yeah, I would say I love their rink. It's bright lights, a brand new still mat, tall ceilings. Um, Benches are a little crammed, but I mean, can't have it all, I guess, right?
You got to have room for the rink.
Yeah, like yeah. Some of these rinks we played on is I'm just like we play like some of them that are like legitimate basketball court in second league when we played like it was legit basketball court and me and Mac are just like what are we doing here,
Yeah.
like why are we here, but then you think about it, you're like man this is all these people have and some of these
Yeah.
kids are good. It's like imagine if they grew up on something like we're so spoiled in the United States, we're
Sure.
so spoiled with like tours and Papa Pro and Narch and like we're so spoiled on like having these like really nice facilities.
Yeah.
I will say one thing that France has in every rink that not many rinks have in the United States is showers.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got showers here in
Gotta
every
have
rink.
showers.
You got to. Phoenix, we've never had them.
Yeah.
We've never had them.
Yeah. I mean, there's in Atlanta there's a dual sheet rink, and they don't have showers.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
That's huge.
but yeah, I mean, So you were talking about how, as you go kind of lower in the tier, like tier two and stuff like that, I mean, you can see when you see like the games televised on like YouTube and stuff like that, some of them are just like dropped right in an auditorium of a gym, right? And
Yes,
it's
almost
always,
every single ring is like that.
yeah, and it's interesting though because it's like, well, if they can drop a rink in a gym for like a school, why aren't we doing that here?
I know. Yeah, it's. I think it's the whole. No one's like. I don't know if anybody's brave enough to try it. I don't know. I don't. I think that's the biggest thing. I don't know if anybody's brave enough to try to put a tournament in a mini rink. Like because our rinks are tiny,
Yeah.
like so small. But like I would love to see a Black Ice Palma game on these small rinks. Like, could you imagine with the physicality? Like that
Oh
it would
gosh.
be a legitimate. It'd be like the movie 300. It
And
would be crazy.
I mean, if you got League Elite refs, there'd be so many penalties.
Or none at all. Those guys. Oh God. I gotta watch what I say on here. That's for sure.
uh,
I gotta watch what I say. That's for sure. We've had some questionable officiating here, but we also have had some good. So
hey, I mean,
I just they just love to insert themselves in the result of the game. Let's put it that way.
okay,
I'll leave it at that.
all right. Well, I mean, because from what I've seen a lot though is like most contact in Europe, and it may not be League Elite, but it could be other pro leagues. Is that if there's contact, they're usually calling someone for a penalty.
100%. 100%. If there's contact and the bench goes crazy, they will find a way to call a penalty. They will find a way.
uh,
And
but yeah.
there's a lot of soccer go down.
Oh no.
My favorite is when they go down and they grab their face and they have a cage on and they grab their face. That's my favorite. Like I can't help myself but laugh every time. Like I'm like, dude, you have a like.
Yeah.
There's no way your face hurts. There's not a chance. Like legitimately, no way. Yeah, it's so funny, man. They're just so goofy. They're goof. There's some of them are goofy, man.
Oh, that's funny. Well, yeah, because I mean, even when in soccer they get bumped into, and then they're for whatever reason their hands are always on their face. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why.
Exactly. So like, I think they see that and they're just like, it's kind of like a knee jerk reaction to be like, oh no, like, oh, it's so funny.
But so you mentioned France paying for the League Elite All Star game, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, I mean, tell me the experience of being chosen as an All Star and going to participate in this event.
Yeah. I mean, every year I've done it, it's so much fun just because you get together with because it's Team France versus all the imports, or the import all stars. So
Okay.
Team World versus Team France. And basically, you get an email saying that you're selected. You can decline or you can accept. Obviously, I accept it every time because I mean it's
Why not?
with Brabeck and Fakete, Jansko, like some of my really good buddies. Like they're
Yeah.
so fun to be around, right? So you almost just want to go to hang out with them, not even play.
Yeah.
But yeah, you accept the email. They send you your train tickets. Everyone normally meets up in Paris, and then
Okay.
you travel that Friday. You meet in Paris Friday morning. You travel that day to wherever you go. You get checked into your hotel. You pick your roommate. Then you play that Friday night. That Saturday morning, we do like a little practice skate, and then there's like kids games during it too, like right after us. So they're all there watching, like wanting pictures and stuff, which is really cool. To think that a little kid thinks you're
Yeah.
pretty cool for playing roller hockey,
For
but
sure.
and then that Saturday afternoon, you just have like a little lunch with your team. The federation takes care of you, like a huge meeting room of just
Okay.
like a buffet. You eat up, you go back, take a nap, you play your game. Saturday night, you play the game Saturday. You do like a whole autograph thing afterwards. Like all players are lined up with picnic tables, and
Okay.
people are just coming up to you one by one, just asking for pictures, autographs, starting
Nice.
a conversation, and then you go out with the team afterwards for sure. and then somehow you stumble your way home on Sunday, and yeah, that's that. It's a great time. The way
Okay.
they treat you is just it's incredible how they treat you. They like make you feel like you're important.
Nice.
Uh they like have you speak to teams, like, hey, like kids can ask, they have Q&As for you
Oh,
inside of the
sweet.
kids locker rooms and stuff like that. So it's really cool. They do it the right way. They really do it the right way.
It makes you feel like a professional.
It really does. I mean, yeah, for that weekend you are, I guess, right?
I mean, so like, it seems like from all the media that I was able to see, seems like you had a blast on the rink for
Oh,
sure.
oh, it's too much fun. Yeah, I mean, well, because I mean, it's not like an all-star game like the NBA where nobody's trying, and
Yeah.
it's not like the NFL used to be where people were trying. Like we're trying out there, but still, like, we're trying to have a good time. It's still fun. I mean, we are we are or I think we're 7-0 in the
Nice.
last 7 times playing the French team. So I was on the team the last time we lost though, so I've had to redeem myself 7 times in a row. But um, yeah, you play 2 games. It's just a blast, and the way they treat you, like I said, like both teams like put on a good show like there's tons of people that go. Like
Okay.
it's like a big thing, like people travel to come watch it and things like that. So but mostly just putting on a good show for the kids, making them smile, not being too nervous, just showing them like at the end of the day, dude, just fucking roller hockey. Like it's just roll like we're just having fun. Like we're literally little kids in adult form enjoying something.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal.
I gotta ask you. I mean, what is this celebration?
Oh, I can't really talk about that, but
Okay.
I don't know. I guess I just kind of thought of it, and then the locker room boys were like, "What was that about?" And well, they all knew, or one of the guys was like, "What was that about?" And I looked at who did I look over at? Who was I look? I looked at Andre Fiddler, and he goes, "I know exactly what that was." I was like, "Yeah, no, it's a little inside joke, that's for
Okay.
sure."
Okay. All right. We'll keep that one a secret.
Yeah, we'll keep that one a secret.
So, it. I guess being a long season, is it normal for guys to come in and out of playing different weekends and stuff like that?
Um, our team keeps it pretty. We normally keep our roster pretty secure. Paul has a job. He also works full time while he's out here in American hours. So he's a trooper, that's for sure. But I think he'll miss like 2 or 3 games this year. Chavo came in for a game with us. He played 4 games last year. One this year. I think he might play one more. I'm not
Okay.
100% sure. Uh, but yeah, I mean, sometimes it's different to stay. Sometimes they have different rosters for different games, but some teams bring their whole squad. They'll bring all 14 guys to their home games,
Okay.
but they'll only bring 8 to the away games
Oh.
because guys work or people
Yeah.
have families, and because like there's guys that are on most of these teams with kids that play,
Oh, dang. Okay.
which is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think I haven't had the pleasure of playing with anybody with kids yet, but I know Villeneuve has like Gabier's kid plays on their like 9 and under team,
Okay.
and yeah, they have some older guys on their team. But yeah, most rosters stay the same. I think we're the only team that has like one guy come in for like one game. You know what
Okay.
I mean? Like how we had for John and things
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, so like talking about John. I mean, how what? So coming in and like being there, what is it beneficial? Is it does it help the team to have someone like John come in for like a game or two?
Yeah, definitely drew a crowd in for us for sure, and I think it's cool for our younger players to see like what the expectation is and like what it looks like the next level. Like
Yeah.
what a player of that caliber really looks like. Um, Having him around for 4 games last year really helped because I think we won 3 out of the 4, so it really helped us in the standings.
Sure.
The one he came for this year, unfortunately, we lost in a shootout. We ended up getting points because of we got a point for losing in the shootout, so we didn't completely empty-handed. But yeah, I think it's cool. It's good exposure for us too. You know what I mean? With just his huge social media presence and stuff like that. Like ever since he's came, I have gotten DMs so much from so many super talented players wanting to come out here and play.
Sure.
And I think it's really going to help for the future of Epernay because I mean I don't know how much longer I could keep playing. You know, just being
Sure.
getting a little bit older and having responsibilities and wanting to be home a little bit more and things like that. But yeah, I think for the long term, I think it really will help our club a lot because
Okay.
now Epernay's like on the map. We started out in second league and now we have a chance of winning the French Cup. I mean,
Nice.
never. I would have never thought that for
Yeah.
sure. I
Hey,
would have never thought we'd make it to the Final Four. First time in team history.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, so like, is it like every home game you guys got a packed barn?
yeah. Every home. I mean, thankfully we know most of the people, you know. But when we get we've had we had the breast cancer night. And we had the assembly for ladies. It's called. And they all came like a bunch of 50 and up women that were there, and they
Okay.
thought the game was awesome. You know, just having some beers. You know,
Yeah.
they thought it was great. Um, a lot of we have so much family support. Like our entire club is a family. Our president,
Sure.
his nephews play. His brother coaches the U20 team. Our goalies, mom and dad run the scorekeeper's box.
Okay.
Another person's cousin runs the music. Then we have the ticket lady is our captain's mom. You know, so it's just it's completely a family and volunteer ran
Sure.
organization. So we wouldn't have. So the good thing is they're able to put money towards the players. You know, not having to
Nice.
pay people to do these little jobs. But yeah, we normally get. I mean, our old barn we packed it in pretty good because it was kind of a bit a little bit more seating stadium. This year in our new barn, it's a little bit of a shoebox, but it's loud. It's loud and it's super fun to play in front of all the great people that we have out here.
Okay. I mean,
Truly
so
blessed.
so looking at like playing the different teams in your division, is there a team that you look at and not because they're better, but you look at and you're like, I hate playing that team.
Rattel, 100%, 100%. They hate us and we hate them, and that's okay. And let's keep it that way.
Does it get
No, they're.
is there
I
a little
respect the hell out
extracurriculars?
of them.
You get extracurriculars during that game?
For sure. There's a couple guys in their team that I've gone into it with, but I mean it's all just in good spirit, you know. I
Sure.
mean just guys being competitive, but I mean they have Patrick Sebek, and that guy's 43 years old, and he might be one of the best players I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's seriously special. Like that guy's really good. He and he's a player coach too, and he
Yeah.
has those guys disciplined. Um, but yeah, we beat them for the first time in 22 seasons
Damn.
last year. Like we never beat them. They've won League Elite a dozen times. They've won French Cup a dozen times. Like anybody who's ever been anybody good has played. Eton played for them.
Yeah.
Skylar Hoare, Taylor Kane, like Andy Cribs, Joey Duran, like some players, and then now it's just all checks. Their whole team's check, and they're good. They've had Lost Gods, Skolud, and they have the Novak twins, and which that's actually a funny story with extracurriculars is we scrimmaged them one time my first year, and I caught an elbow from Lukas Novak, just cutting through the middle. I don't know if he meant to or not. So I saw him and I slashed the shit out of him. And then I look and it's the same person coming at me, and I slashed the wrong twin.
Oh.
I like I slashed the wrong one because they're identical, dude. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell the difference, you know. And so then it's me and one of the Namibians, and I'm getting jumped by those two, and it's me versus those two, and then he jumps in. And our coach is like, "You slashed the wrong one." I'm like, "Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to.
Oh.
My fault." No, it's just it. But yeah, no, it's such a good rivalry having them, and they're
Okay.
an hour away from us. You know, we're super close to each other. A lot of our kids grew up playing for their team, and then they weren't able to play on their elite team because they've been so strong. So we took them. You know, so
Sure.
it's a good little rivalry, that's for sure. It's a good rivalry, and I really enjoy it. Vierzone's also a tough one to play. They're a good team. They got some firepower. Villeneuve's always good. They got Siggy and Balageron and Cooper Har and Brabeck's their goalies, so they're always a tough
Yeah.
opponent. Yeah, so we're definitely the top four teams, that's for sure. And we've never been in the top four before, so for us to be like
Yeah.
spoken in the same breath of them is honestly just an honor in itself.
You know, just send the Namibians out there. They'll take care of them.
They'll take care of it. They don't care. They're like nobody knows who we are.
Yeah.
Who cares? So good. They're so goofy, dude. I love them.
Now, you talked about your coach earlier, right? What makes your relationship with your coach as strong as it's been over the past couple years?
I think we both share the same passion for roller hockey. I think we both share the same passion for roller hockey. We kind of both have like the same kind of like type like A personality of like win or die. Like we both just truly want to get the best out of one another.
Sure.
He's so hard on me and we go at it for sure. We've had some episodes on the bench and stuff, but like we both know that it's because like he wants to be the best coach and I want to be the best player.
Yeah.
So us coming together like and I just respect the shit out of him because he just knows hockey. He played in the first ever League Elite
Okay.
ever. He won it. He's played for he played professional ice hockey out here. He played professional roller hockey out here. He's won every single division as a coach and player. So I think mostly just we respect each other, and he loves how hard I work and how much I love it, and I love how much time and effort he puts into us. So that's
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's the main thing is how much passion we share for one another, or how much passion we share for the game.
Okay. Okay. Now, what's something that you learned about yourself or the game from playing overseas that you might not have learned if you did not play in Europe?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a hell of a question. I would say something I learned out here is be grateful. Be grateful. Like I said, we're so spoiled in the US with all these nice facilities. Like kids out here, if you live like on the eastern side of it, if your rink doesn't have still mat, well, you're fucking shit out of luck, kid. Like you
Yeah.
gotta play with what you got. Like it's not like here where every rink has still mat, I'm not saying every rink does, but just say being grateful, being humble, understanding that like, because that's what our coach says before the game. Like whenever we have a big game, he's just like, guys, it's just inline hockey. Like we're gonna play. No one's gonna die. No one's gonna. Your mom is gonna love you just as much as she did before the game as she will after.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing I've learned. I also think not taking myself too seriously, just enjoying playing hockey, man. That's the biggest thing.
Okay.
I used to take it really seriously, and I mean, we still do. We take it very seriously out here, but I mean, just getting upset and stuff like that. I mean, I talked about that on the Roller Dad News Pod a lot, about
Okay.
how, like, just try not to take, like, how, just don't make it seem like it bothers you,
Yeah.
Just, like, don't let the little things bother you.
Sure.
So I think that's the biggest thing for sure.
Okay. I mean, we've talked a while. Um, anything that you want to mention, anyone you want to shout out?
I definitely want to shout out Conix Hockey, my sponsor, Snipe Sport. Conix has taken care of me since I was 17 years old, and I can't thank those guys enough for what Nick Boyarski does. And Ken, like always taking care of all these pro teams and making sure we have a great product and a great wheel on our feet every single tournament, every single game we play. Yeah, shout out to Nick Boyarski and Zona Cup, Inline Hockey Association of Arizona, Solid Ground Arena, all the great people that have loved and supported me throughout my journey coming out here. I mean, I honestly probably wouldn't have taken this leap of faith playing out here and taking a chance on myself being a pro if it wasn't for all the great people back home in Peoria, Phoenix that support me and I mean just they people that look forward to watching my games and all the great people that like I said they support me and
Yeah.
they take care of me, man, and that honestly gives me faith every single game that we're gonna win. So that's for sure.
All
I just
right.
want to thank all those people, and I'm excited to defend our title in 18s and 16s over in Narch. That's for sure. A little shout out to my boys
There you go.
and how dominant they've been. The 2007 birth year, man. That's a real special group we had. They don't need me as a coach, that's for sure. Let's put it that way. They're already good enough.
Well, you've heard it. You've heard it from Marvin. Now, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Go subscribe to the Spotify channel with all the previous seasons and new episodes uploaded. I want to thank my sponsors, Lightning Rod Energy, 43 Degree Sports, and Chupacabra Sports. And remember, if you're forechecking in roller hockey, don't let up because there's no offsides. I'll see you next time. Marvin, hey man, appreciate you. Thanks for joining me.
No problem. Thank you guys so much. Look forward to speaking again sometime.